In the Nursing Management edition of March 2022, my co-authors and I wrote about caring for COVID's emotional long haulers. You know, physical long haulers are the people who are going to struggle with heart conditions, with lung conditions as a result of COVID. But the population of people who are going to have emotional challenges as a result of COVID and its massive aftermath is much bigger, and in fact, it includes all of us. Survey after survey shows that anxiety and its related conditions of stress and burnout and moral distress are at epidemic levels. And anxiety is, psychologists have shown, anxiety is the most painful of all human emotions. Why? Because it's like a black cloud out there on the horizon. It's threatening, but it's also indefinite. It's like waiting for the other shoe to drop, but you don't know what that shoe is or when it's going to drop, and it creates this sense of being out of control. It warps your thinking, it warps your cognitive capabilities, anxiety does. It can cause panic. It can cause paralysis. It can cause you to make decisions that are not in your best interest. It can cause you to act in ways that create self-fulfilling prophecies that bring about exactly what you don't want to have happen. And ever since I wrote my first book called Never Fear, Never Quit in 1996, I have been studying courage and perseverance, resilience and hope. I think of it as leadership, CPR plus H, courage, perseverance, resilience, hope. Those things are so essential to a quality life, a quality job, a happy and healthy family. And that's what this series of 21 videos and 12 ebooks is about. I'm going to share some of the most important things that I have learned that you can use to help you manage anxiety and fear and the cousins of depression and dread and worry. Let me clarify one thing. By everyday courage, I'm not talking about Medal of Honor courage. I'm talking about the kind of courage we all need and we all need every day. The courage to ask, even though the answer might be no. The courage to try, even though you might fail. The courage to get back up every time you fall down. And when I say never fear, never quit, by never fear, I don't mean don't be afraid. Fear is a natural, hardwired human condition. Scott Peck, in his book, The Road Less Traveled, said the absence of fear is not courage. The absence of fear is brain damage. It's something we all experience. What never fear does mean is don't let your fears stop you from doing what you have to do. Fear is a reaction. Courage is a decision. And by never quit, I don't mean don't stop. If something isn't working for you, stop. You know the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different outcome. What I do mean is don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your relationships. Don't give up on your dreams. Never quit means making that decision to have courage every day, day after day. It is courage that endures. 3 other words you're going to hear me say. Proceed until apprehended. The most important 3 words in my book, The Florence Prescription. And here's what I mean by that. If something needs to be done, do it. If you need help, ask for help. And if you get apprehended, plea bargain your way to a better solution, but don't stop, don't give up because it needed to be done. One more thing. The writer Robert Louis Stevenson gave a great formula for effective leadership in an age of anxiety. He said, keep your fears to yourself, share your courage with others. And that's what we as leaders. And proceed until apprehended means that we can all be leaders, whether or not we have a management title. We all as leaders can manage our fears ourselves, get help if you need it from somebody else, but for the people who look to you, your family, your coworkers, your patients, if you're a caregiver, they expect you to share your courage with them. And here's the paradox. The more you share your courage with others, the more it comes back to you. So those words, never fear, never quit, proceed until apprehended, they are a great formula for effectively achieving your goals, for being a leader, for being the person that you're meant to be. I'll see you on the next video.